before we jump into today's video, if you have not already gotten entered to win this first gen and 10,000 cash or a $15,000 cash out option, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but the time is now to get entered. Guys, easy steps to get entered to win the truck, the cash, or the cash out option. You go to wrenchworks.com, you purchase anything on the website at all. We just restocked it with a whole bunch of stuff, new hoodies, anything on the website automatically gets you entered to win. Every dollar that you spend, it now counts for 10 times the entry. So for every dollar that you spend, that's 10 entries. Do the math, however much you spend or how much you get entered, that is your entry. So you grab some stuff on the website, you check out, and then you get an email with how many entries. The deadline is October 23rd. It's coming up very, very, very fast. So make sure you guys get entered. Let's get on with today's video.
Well, surprise! We're not going to pick up a race car. We're going to pick up 20 tons of statues.
How
much are these?
I don't know. Yeah, I can't even move it.
Wow!
Oh yeah, we could carry this one.
Oh, it's 135?
I mean, you got to be able to negotiate, right? I mean, this is like a car salesman, right?
Alright, what else do we got?
She's expensive.
She was very expensive. They always are.
Like maybe like a dragon, like something with some Japanese culture behind it.
Oh yeah.
I would go with that one. Right there.
Tall guy?
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi?
That, of course you love that one.
Hello! Turtle?
Hello!
Are you really gonna get him a turtle that says Shalom?
Okay.
Alright, there it is. There's the winner.
Oh, look. It's Greg when he doesn't have his coffee.
Pretty interesting intro here. Anyway, my friends, welcome back to another video. Welcome to Shalom. Us three, Michael and Dawson and I, are taking a little road trip. This was kind of like a spur of the moment thing. We are actually on our way north to do some really cool things. Addition to the really cool things, we stopped to get someone a certain special gift that Michael's already stopped and gotten a statue for before. We're gonna sneak this in his office. I'm not gonna give away where we're going yet, but just know this was an unplanned pit stop to get someone a gift that you'll have to see. But that's why we're here. You know, like we got Michael's dually, we got the race trailer. We're obviously picking up something super cool. You guys are gonna be super pumped about it. But let's go purchase Shalom first and then get back on the road. We're already late for dinner. What is going on? Welcome back. It is the next morning. As you can see right here, we have traveled to Indiana, Seymour, Indiana, to our good friends at S&S. If you guys have been following along, which y'all should have been, you guys know that Michael's Dragster has been up here at S&S in the background. We've been a little silent about it, but today is the day. Today is the day that we're gonna show you guys what Michael has been slaving over, and the guys at S&S have been helping Michael kind of do the fuel system and install a Motec, which we'll get into kind of like what Motec is a little bit. Basically engine control, pretty much control it all.
Yep, everything.
What's the word that Luke used that I'm already
Electronic controls.
Electronic controls.
The fancy way to say wiring.
Yeah, wiring. Yeah, wires. Lots of wires. So if you guys don't know, S&S, we pretty much use S&S fuel system on everything that we have. They specialize in common rail diesel fuel systems. That doesn't mean just Dodge, Ford, Duramax, everything. They got injectors, pumps, pretty much fuel system for all your common rail needs, and they get into electronic control and management. Thank you, Concrete Truck. So Michael's got a really fancy Motec system on his Dragster. And again, we got some work to do today. We're gonna give you guys a sneak peek inside S&S, you know, a little behind the scenes action, but it's about to be a good today.
Dude, you had it.
It's about to be a good day, people, because we about to fire up a Dragster. Fire me up. Michael's Dragster hasn't ran in an extremely long time. There's a lot of history with the Dragster on kind of like power and engine setups. I think we've talked about the setup that's in there now. It's got a billet block in it now, so a lot of like cool things. Michael's goal is to be the fastest man on diesel fuel, okay? Right?
Wow.
I mean, it is. It is.
I mean, I only know one ninja capable of doing it.
Yeah, I only know one ninja, period.
And that's that one right there.
By the way, people, they keep the door locked here. Don't try and come take the tour. They'll kick you out. I don't know. I was just about to say, I don't even know. I don't even remember the last time that we have videoed the Dragster on the channel. So I'm not even exactly sure where we need to start, but we're just going to hit a couple key things of kind of what's been going on here at S&S. If you guys kind of briefly remember how we did the 05, I think we were talking a little bit about the 05. So the 05, you have engine control, you've got stuff that controls the transmission that's separate from the engine, then you've got all of our nitrous control. So there's a lot of things controlling a lot of different systems on the truck to kind of bring it together. The headlights, all that stuff. So what Motec does in one nice package is it controls everything. It all talks to each other. When you make a pass or you try to collect data to go faster, it is all the same. It's all on the same screen. It's all talking to each other. There's one system that is taking care of everything, which translates into basically being able to see things easier and everything talking to each other, correct? I'm waiting for you to jump in.
Well, you forgot about the iDash. So the iDash,
logger.
So you have a logger, and the logger is trying to take all that data and put it out on it. It's just a recording. That's really all it is. So you want to look over the recording. So the Motec not only controls it, takes care of all those ECUs, puts it all into one, and then it has the ability to record everything, and you're able to see any voltage, any parameter that you choose to look at. So that's
there's not anything you can't see.
Yeah, I mean, if the only reason you can't is because you don't have a sensor on it. So like we've gone above and beyond with some of the stuff. Like we're gonna read anything from fuel quantity to like what the temperature of the tires are. So it's just
you can see how the tire, you can see tire temperature.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see that?
Infrared. Yep.
Ninja stuff. Ninja stuff. So yeah, like it doesn't seem like you're just like, oh, what's the big deal? Just wire up the car. It's like no. We want to see it. We want to see everything. We got freaking sharks with laser beams on their head. Yeah, what movie is that from? Anyway, so here's the Dragster. Here's where it's sitting. Here's where it's at. I think you guys have seen it loosely like this, just without a lot of wires everywhere. We got pumps.
Yeah, this is where it all started, was injectors, and then that led into pumps, and then we couldn't just put any pump on there. We had to have the special SNS touch of there's a lift pump on there. There's some special other things going on in there that nobody knows.
Top secret stuff.
And then wiring. That's it.
So,
It's an easy, okay, that's all, but
that's it. Yeah.
It's very
but when you start
complicated.
looking at it, you're just like, okay, sir, what is all that down there? That's the first time I've seen it with everything on it.
I don't even know what to really call it. Like every part of the car gets a sensor, and that's where it gets crowded. So
Where does the infrared sit for tire?
it's going to
Temp?
sit right here. So it'll have an eye towards the tire. It has to be within like so many inches of it, or actually it's millimeters. Everything's millimeters, but yep.
You guys will see in all the fancy B-roll. I'm sure Dawson will kind of like get up close and personal with everything. But so what do we got? What do we got today on the list here? We
need to install injectors, finish up the fuel lines, and we're waiting on a license, and then she'll run. We got to top off fluids, but then she'll run.
mechanical things. But as far as like this, we basically have to tidy up some things, put some batteries in it, and
Yep. Oh yeah, batteries. Yep. Batteries, injectors,
then a whole lot of
typing.
laptop work. I'm
Yep.
sure. I can't wait. I feel like this is like this is a monumental day.
It is. Trying to be cool about it.
It was my birthday yesterday, and now we get to the next day.
Say happy birthday to Greg. Happy birthday.
You know, 21 just never looked so good.
I was gonna go the other way.
Oh, 42?
Oh.
And we got Luke over here. Say hi to Luke. Luke is the man. Luke is the man at SNS. He's going to give us our tour later. But I think we're ready, right? How you feeling, Luke? Feeling like $1 million?
Ready for this thing to go fast? You ready for this thing to go fast?
We already led into that Michael's going to be the fastest man on diesel fuel.
There you go.
We're just getting it right out of the way.
Starting tomorrow, right?
Now said twice in this video. Pretty serious.
We're going to go 3s tomorrow. I mean, what? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Be close enough.
You want to double check it?
Yep, that puts you at 4.4 volts.
Okay.
So that gives us 0.6 volt buffer.
Okay.
pedal, you can see where it starts and then where it ends. And if you want to make the dead bands bigger or smaller, just let me know.
Michael's getting his learning lesson, so figured we'd do our little tour now.
Absolutely.
Does that work?
Yep.
A little inside behind the scenes tour at SNS.
Yeah. Haven't been here too long, so this will be some of the first looks.
I
Haven't really
forgot.
shown
I
much
guess,
public.
Yeah, I guess you guys just moved to this building how long ago?
It's coming up on just about a year.
But where do you want to start?
We can. Well, so this is kind of the main showroom type area. A lot of times we'll have project vehicles in here. So obviously Cordova's Dragster's in here. We just had a couple other vehicles get picked up recently. We've got a drag truck over here, 6.7 Ford based, soon to be drag truck that's getting Motec'd as well. Some other vehicles that we'll do some prototype fit check type things on. So we've got some in here that aren't kind of your normal Cummins, Duramax, Power Stroke stuff.
People waiting to just see pickup trucks in here?
Exactly. So that's the main markets, but we're also working on some products for some of the other markets too. So some of the other diesels. So got some of the cars in here that we've been doing some.
So this is kind of like
prototyping.
It's not all race car land.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like vehicle, I guess.
Pretty
Anything
much.
besides just fuel parts, I guess.
Yep.
So
Yep.
to say that you want to get involved with.
So some of these other areas back here are specific, like fuel lab, clean room kind of things, or assembly, packaging, that type of stuff. But this was kind of just a open space that we didn't necessarily have a dedicated use for, but it becomes a good spot to work on race cars.
Or work on a 30-foot dragster, you know what I mean, when you need a room.
Exactly. So this is basically raw parts, injectors, fuel pumps. So we've got racks of Duramax-based injectors, racks of Cummins-based injectors, CP3s. This is a CP3 wall over here of pretty healthy.
Those are all CP3s.
Stock of CP3s, so we like CP3s, all right. So if you need some of those, we've got plenty in stock. But grab from raw parts over here. Technicians will get the parts they need, base CP3s, injectors, whatever that is, and then come into the fuel lab. So we've got this set up. It's set up for 8 stations. We've got 4 in here right now, some others in the works, but Daniel's running a pump test bench over here right now. Kind of pump build stations, got all the bits and pieces, cams and internals, and all the custom parts that it takes to build some of these. And you can walk over here. He's got a pump running right now. Remote control it all with Bosch Motorsport electronics, same stuff that a lot of race cars have. We actually control our test benches with those. So these are all injector benches, injector stations, build test stations here.
So that's just pumps?
That's just pumps.
Just
yep.
pumps?
All
These
that.
are just injectors?
Exactly.
Gotcha, okay.
That whole station and test bench is just for high pressure pumps. A lot of CP3s, but we also do varieties of other ones as well.
Can do a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, sometimes customers will send us pumps they're troubleshooting why they got a low rail pressure or no start or something like that. So we'll do some of that troubleshooting, but the majority of it's all new pumps.
Gotcha, okay.
So we built these benches to be able to run whole sets of injectors at a time. Normally most benches are single stations.
Single at one time, you can run
injector
someone's
at a
whole
time.
entire set.
Exactly. So it makes it a little quicker, plus you can see the whole set running together at the same time like an engine would.
Right, okay.
And we've got a lot of pretty detailed analysis in these that isn't normally on a production type bench. Carter's building a set of 5.9 injectors right now. Yep. With some spicy 5.9s.
Yep.
These benches, this one here is kind of our big sets or anything we need real detailed analysis on. So this is like really next level injector testing capability here. We pretty well custom build a lot of the bits and pieces. All these injector benches, they just got stroker pumps of ours running in the background. Running.
I remember you telling me that.
Just all day, every day, flogging stroker pumps in the back. It's good durability testing. So we roll out of the fuel lab into laser etcher packaging area. Everything gets laser etched and branded and then flows out into here. A bunch of filter heads for the Gen 2.1, the Ford 6.7 Power Stroke disaster prevention kit's a really popular product. So prepping a bunch of those for install and packaging. So this area just does nothing but build the 6.7 Power Stroke disaster prevention kits. So Jonathan's going to town crimping hose assemblies. This is for the return filter. So on that pump design, if the pump fails, it starts making a lot of metal shrapnel, and we added into the Gen 2.1 a return side filter to catch some of that. So we've got a bunch more kits getting built, getting ready to head to dealers and customers. There's a bunch of the main hose assembly section that then gets kitted and heads your way.
You ever see? I'm sure you've seen the show How It's Made.
Yeah.
You know, you just like open up a box, you see it all, and it's just like, I wonder how all that's made. You're just like, got Mr. Machine Jonathan over here just banging away on hose kits.
Mr.
You know,
Air Crimper.
Yeah.
Jeff over here going to town on hardware kits and a little bit of everything.
Cool.
So we've got some R&D design kind of science project and electronic control stuff's upstairs, and more office space and sales office up front, but this is the majority of the manufacturing side and
the
lab side.
interesting stuff.
Yep.
Go review everyone's desks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you guys do?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
It runs.
Baby's back.
Good.
Are we gonna scale this thing right now?
You bet.
Wow, this is cool.
That sound right? Yep. Oh, baby.
Should we blur this out for the camera so people don't know? 2320.
Oh yeah, minus this pallet.
2320.
I lost 381 pounds.
When's the last time that helmet's been on, baby?
That's been a while.
Woo! Got some cobwebs in that thing?
I should have checked. Oh yeah, we did.
Wham!
I see that smile. Yeah, I got it. How's it feel to be back, baby? That's good. That's good. Alright guys, we have shell off. We are going around the building because Luke is right up front. Alright, say goodbye. Goodbye.
Are we good? Did you tell him?
Shellow's right there.
Did you tell him our plan?
I said we're gonna give it to Carter.
We gotta get Luke's son in on the prank.
Shallow went shabai. Alright, well, time to load up.
friends. Well, as you can see, we have made our way back home to Kentucky with the Dragster. We are here, we are back, and what an epic, monumental day we had yesterday. We got home very, very late, but we did make it home. So, Dragster is home, Dragster is wired up. Still some steps to go, right, Michael? Yep. Still got some things on the list that we need to do before we technically hit the track with it.
Test it, yeah.
Test it. Yeah. So we spent quite a bit of time basically getting basically the same thing with the 05, right? The launch is probably one of the most important parts. So getting the trans brake-ish thing. Michael, believe it or not, still holding on to the old 48 RE behind this unit. So
there's our ring.
What do you mean it's got a 48 transmission? What do you mean? Michael's bound and determined. Don't you worry. So anyway, it's back. Now, one thing we want to talk about here briefly, because I feel like we may have dropped the ball a little bit on the Shallow thing with the statue. So, Michael, you had bought Luke a statue on a previous for his birthday, right? His birthday. It was just a joke for his birthday. Michael showed up with a statue of, was it David? Yeah. Just in the buff, right? So that's the ongoing joke. The statue thing was for Luke because Michael just likes giving Luke statues, I guess. So Concrete Kingdom. Concrete Kingdom, you know what I mean? So if you're looking for a random gift for a friend, just stop and get them like a concrete statue that you're just going to place and they're just going to see randomly. And
it's too hard for them to throw away. They're going to keep it.
And it's just a conversation piece for forever, basically. So anyway, guys, that was the story behind Shallow. We all laughed. Hopefully you guys laughed. But Dragster's back home. We'll be testing very, very soon as Michael gets through his list of miscellaneous things. But just know it's coming. Just know it's coming. The day, and I'm going to mark it down in history whenever this date goes live. The day that the Dragster goes threes is going to be, I don't know, I might have to get a concrete statue just primed up ready for that day. That is like, I'm going to get one custom painted that says 3 seconds on it, but that's the goal. Obviously the goal is to go as fast as possible. This thing is Picasso. All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap up this video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Again, huge shout out to the guys over at S&S. They take care of us nonstop on anything common rail fuel related wise. So if you guys need the best high quality fuel system for your basically anything diesel related, anything common rail diesel related, I'm not going to put it to Dodge, Chevy, Ford. Go check them out. Go show them some love. Love those boys. They take care of us. And yeah, just helping us go fast. So hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get entered to win the first gen. And we'll see you guys next video. See ya.